can have some fun and silly a little bit. But the main goal is to teach you about how home-based businesses can improve your financial life. So tune in. Hey, this is Melissa King with my home-based business, My Econ. And I am back because we are planning to be debt-free in 2023. Yeah, that's the new catchphrase. So I want you guys to follow me. Join me on here so we can have some fun and silly a little bit. But the main goal is to teach you about how home-based businesses can improve your financial life. So tune in.
Okay. Why am I here? Get something. Okay, is that better? Yeah, I think so. I don't think anybody's out there listening, but if you are listening, let me know if you can hear me. We had some technical difficulties this morning, so everybody, this is my Nighty Poo. Say good morning, Nighty Poo. Morning. She what y'all have virtual. They have virtual school today.
Yeah, you heard me.
Because of the weather. Now the weather still acting crazy. When I got ready to take a shower this morning,
it was like storming so hard that you couldn't even see clearly outside. I even recorded it for like a minute, and I had a quick video. I was shook. And then like 5 minutes later, it was perfectly silent. So I'm like,
yeah, because when all of the noise came through, I was in there sitting indisposed on the toilet. I was like, Lord, please don't let no tornado come through while I'm sitting here on this toilet. That would not be a pretty picture. Somebody find me in the debris. Looking like that. So thankfully it went over. But yeah, it got real bad and the sirens started going off again because we get the tornado sirens and stuff. They go off. So yeah, it wasn't a pretty picture. So she's at home with me today. Y'all remember me telling y'all yesterday about her having to do the choir
SCPA state choral performance assessment.
Okay.
It is really important. Like every middle school through high school choir goes to like the specific area so they can get graded on by two things. Like there are 2 songs they have to do, and they have I forgot the full term, but you have to like identify the notes, and it's just a whole lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm. And tell them how you guys did.
Each choir at a school got superior with distinction, which means every single judge said that it was perfect.
All right.
And it was even scarier for us because we had like I think a high school level song. So they said because that since the song wasn't meant for us, that we might not even get a superior for this, but we did. So that was actually pretty cool.
Yes, my baby came home happy. They went out to eat. She wasn't really feeling it. Yeah. Tell them about Golden Corral.
Yeah, I went to Golden Corral. Me and Alice were like really excited because it was a full-on buffet. Except for like one, like they had some pretty good meat. Like I forgot what they didn't say what it was called, but it was pretty good. But everything else, it was mid.
So you don't know what kind of meat it was?
I don't know.
You know if it was meat, as in chicken, fish, beef, pork?
It was like beef, but
okay.
Just like something else, some chili. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But everything else was just kind of mid. Here's the cookies.
They go TT Tanisha. Hey, Tanisha. She's recapping for us yesterday. She my co-host today.
What?
Yeah, well, that's what you're doing right now.
You didn't tell me that.
Same difference whether I told you or not. That's what you're doing.
Wow.
You sitting here talking and you're next to me.
Okay.
That's all it required to be a co-host. Oh. But let me tell you what I've been doing. And when we were coming back from Atlanta on Sunday, I did a video. And so when I did that one, I was like, I gotta try to build up my watch time, which means how long people watch it because I got almost 5,000 subs, but my watch hours are like I got like 100 or something, and you're supposed to have 4,000. So my videos need to have been watched 4,000 hours before I can be paid for getting on here doing what I do. So in order to do that, when the mentors were telling me, just get on here for an hour every day and talk about something. So today, Friday, Monday through Friday, baby. I have done Monday through Friday. I had a couple of people like TT Tanisha, TT Stephanie, Miss Tanya from the Hood Table. Pandy was here. Tony had been listening in. So I got people that's been coming through supporting me. Girl, supporting me. So I got her on here with me today since she's out of school or virtually schooling. Now, what have you done today?
Nothing.
You ain't done a daggone thing.
No.
And it's what time? 1:12? What you plan on doing? Well, it is virtual school. What would you be doing if you were at school?
Let's see. One. I'll probably be in like math at this point.
So add some. What's 2 plus 2?
4.
What's 5 times 12?
60.
What?
I should have known that. I should have known that by at least 5th grade. I know at least 3rd grade.
That's something you add. She get that lesson. That's the math skills come through. Okay, so what is 4,623 to the second power?
Okay, you push
divided by the.
You already know your question.
Divided by the square root of 3.
You haven't even thought about square root yet.
Yes, you have.
No, we haven't.
We did it in 5th grade. When I was homeschooling you.
Well, that didn't sink in. 5th grade was the 1 year where nothing sunk in.
And she just said that because I was the one who was teaching. I should have got a W-2 for 5th grade. Because, hey, Vanessa, nigga, Miss Vanessa. Thank you for coming to support us too, Miss Vanessa. You see me and my co-host over here. She's supposed to be homeschooling, so I'm testing her knowledge right now. What is, let's see, we did a multiplication, we did a plus. What's 10 minus 10?
0.
Good.
Dummy.
That girl good. She good.
0.
Look, I can't let you make me look bad. I got to give you some stuff you can answer while you sitting up here on the screen with me now. She said, yeah, I bet you homeschool teacher. You the best homeschool teacher in America. Girl, when they was out for that darn, what you call it, pandemic, your teachers came on for 30 minutes a day. Not all of them, just one teacher would come on for 30 minutes a day. So she had like,
I got realized all those online classes suck. We barely even learned anything.
Because how many teachers did you have?
I only had 2.
You just had Flynn and McCluskey. I thought somebody else taught y'all something.
No.
But anyway, they only came on for 30 minutes for whichever subject they were going to talk about, and the rest of the time the kids were on their own, which meant me.
And I gotta be honest, they didn't really teach us very well. Like, they didn't teach very well because I was like barely any kid learned anything. Because when the teachers come in to ask questions, they were like, huh? We barely even knew like what we were doing, like what the topic was. And sure, sometimes we don't listen, but I gotta be honest, we barely learned anything. So it's 50-50 for each one.
Mm-hmm. To have y'all thought and half they thought.
Yeah.
And none of it was my fault because I was doing the best I could.
Yeah. I don't blame you one bit.
Yeah, because I was having to work and then try to teach stuff too and all of that jazz. So, but she did good. She got the honor roll. I'm like, look, I can't let you bring no bad grades home and you homeschooling. If nothing else, you need to make A's. Why you doing it at home? That'll look terrible. Vanessa said that's why most kids are behind. Yeah, they do get behind because they don't understand. It's like she was telling me, what were you telling me the other day about? There's a couple of classes like geography and
in geography and energy and environment, I know honestly, we're not really learning anything. We're just writing stuff down to answer questions, like just to fill in the blank. Like the only time we actually learn anything is when we had to do the family tree project. That was about it because they were like actually talking.
mm-hmm.
And my teacher, Coach Hopper, who's in geography, he does talk to us, but after that, he just gives us paper and just have us answer questions from the textbook. That's about it.
Well,
And it's the same thing in life sciences with projects. We just read a slide and just put something that involves that into just a slideshow or something. That's about it.
So basically,
we're just reading and just taking that, put something that involves that, and just put it on a poster or 3D design it or.
But you don't feel like when you walk away from it, you've learned anything that's gonna stay with you.
Not really. Gotta be honest, not even these classes involve anything with life in general, but still, we're not really getting it. We're just reading stuff and just putting something that involves it. Put it, 3D design it, or just put it on a slideshow. And I gotta be honest, Miss Brown did say that I have one of like the best slideshows in the class.
So they just really proud. So they just said the coach is the teacher. That's why. But you know what?
Listen, okay. He's a baseball coach for the school, and I think he's also a coach for like a side thing on no. But he mainly teaches geography and civics, so like he knows it. But
well, what I learned in school is knowing stuff and teaching stuff, two different things. We had our science teacher, like it was obvious she knew what she was talking about, but she didn't know how to deliver it so that we would understand what she was talking about. She stood up there doing all that talking. We looking at her like she's speaking in Portuguese.
You're not even speaking anything.
And that's what it sounded like when she was teaching. But I won't take away from her that she knew what she was doing. But you know, it takes a lot to be able to teach somebody to do something. But my geography teacher was a coach too. We had Coach Steele, and he was with us half a day, and he was at the neighborhood school half a day. Remember I was telling y'all yesterday, we had the Spanish teacher that was there for half a day. So when the Spanish teacher was at the other school in the morning, Coach Steele was at our school. And then in the afternoon, when the Spanish teacher came over to our school, Coach Steele went back to the other school. And he taught geography, and I don't know nothing about geography. I couldn't find nothing on a map if I needed to.
Do you even know what the term for geography is?
Geography?
No, like the actual definition of geography.
The study of the earth?
The study of the earth, and I think like landmarks on it. Like it's just about the earth, like what's on it. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, he did geography, and then he taught driver's ed. I already knew how to drive. So driver's ed was a breeze. But and what else? He also taught. Okay, so we did geography for half the year, and we did Alabama history for the second half of the year. I'm gonna tell you what we did for Alabama history. He had us go through and learn every single governor of Alabama. We had to learn all of the county and the county seats. And that was it.
I don't know. Why are we learning this stuff? Like, when will we need this in real life in any way? Like, with science and history, like, why do we need it? I mean, we should be learning, like, real things like taxes. That will help us out in the future. Like, something else will help us out in the future.
Well, see, that's why I keep it real with you. I told her, I said, that science and that history stuff, that's all good to know. That's some good conversation. But what is the 3 things I told you you have to know?
English, math, and emails.
English, math, and email. Why you need to know English?
So you.
Real obvious. So you can read and write. I mean, what if somebody give you something and tell you to sign it, and you can't read and you don't know what you signing, and you just signed off to be somebody's personal uh chauffeur for the rest of your life, and you don't even know how to drive?
Mm.
What you gonna do? What you gonna say? I didn't know what I was saying. They don't care. People don't care. So that's why you gotta know how to read and write. And then you gotta know how to write because you gotta be able to express yourself and tell people what you're trying to say without them being confused. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, so why is math important? And I know you know this one.
Money.
That's right.
So people won't take too much of your money or like for checks or just paying in general because if you don't know for math, then you wouldn't even know like how much money they'd be taking.
Right. Hey Pandy, that's Pandy's Hair Candy and More. I got me a co-host here with me this morning, Pandy. They had a
virtual day
because our weather was acting that shit crazy. So I appreciate you coming in, listening from work. Tanisha said he got a coach. He can explain baseball, not geography.
It's a side thing. It's only like a part of his job. Okay, funny thing. What? Last Friday, wait, no. The day before SCPA, when we were for practice, we went outside like different locations to practice like the rhythms, like the yeah, all that stuff. And we went like to the area nearby the baseball field. And like when we were walking back after that, I actually saw Coach Hopper like mowing the baseball field.
He cutting grass?
Yeah, he's a coach. He's supposed to take care of the area.
But this during school time?
Yes. And then waved to him. He didn't see it, but I'm like, wow.
Now, it seemed like they would have had him, well, maybe it be dark, but it seemed like they would have had him do that after school on the weekend because he ain't getting paid to go up there and cut no grass. But maybe he is getting paid to cut grass, but I'm just saying, it's kind of not a good look. So, anyway, thank you for sharing it out, Pandy. Okay, so since I have you up here, let's do a game. Let's do some kind of a interview game or something, okay?
I don't trust that look.
She don't trust this look. What? This look means whatever we're gonna do is gonna be fun.
No, it's gonna kill me inside.
That's what this look means. Okay. So, all right. You guys that are able to type in the chat, y'all type in some questions that y'all want me to ask. Nanny Pooh here.
Oh no.
It can be anything regarding our relationship or and all of that type of stuff. So we're open to questions. So let me give you a starter question. And this is so easy. This is an easy one. What is your favorite thing about me?
I love how much you love me, and I love how much. Well, I just love you in general.
Oh, look at that girl.
I love your personality.
Oh, look at that girl.
Like you're like the definition of just, well, a teddy bear.
Okay, I'll take that back.
Because, well, you're a strong bear. You're a teddy bear.
A mama bear, a teddy bear at the same time.
You're sweet and strong at the same time.
Okay. All right. What is the thing you like least about me?
How much you embarrass me in general. And also your music.
Yeah. What?
Yes.
My music.
It can be annoying. I gotta be honest. Like, I can get tired of hearing your playlist so many times. I gotta be honest, bro.
Then you know what this is an indication of, y'all? She don't know what real music is. She has no
We have different tastes.
She don't know. She can't appreciate good music when she hears it. So what songs do I listen to that you like from a playlist?
Like, I can't remember like the official song, but I just know that they're like dated closer to.
What?
Just.
That's not an answer.
I'm like trying to think. I'm sorry. Like.
Well, I can't tell she don't like it because she be in the car bopping her head to it.
Yeah, I don't like the specific song. I can't remember the names, bro.
Okay. All right.
What? Never mind.
Oh, Tanisha says, what is your favorite kind of music?
I can't describe because there are like so many different types.
Well, give her one.
Like,
I am one person you like.
Like, okay, well, my taste is usually pop music. I also like music from my favorite video game, Splatoon. It's just, I just usually like.
Splatoon?
Yeah, it's a video game that I want.
That you want or you got?
Want. Because I need Nintendo Switch again. But anyway, I usually.
See how she slid that in there?
Yes, because it's my birthday's getting near. Mm-hmm. I like music management video games. I usually like pop music. I think it's called EDM. Mm-hmm. I also like funk music.
What EDM still?
EDM. I like funk.
Funk.
No, funk. PHO. And pretty much,
have y'all ever heard of it? PHONK.
That's a good question.
I'm asking him. They heard it because I'm thinking when she said fuck, I'm like, hold on. You like this George Clinton? You like George Clinton and Rick James? We want the funk.
No, not that.
Gotta have that funk. We want. What's your funk sound like?
I rap
PHONK. And I ain't never heard of such a thing. I believe she making it up. Whatever she finna find, she gonna take 30 minutes to find. What you looking for? Oh, you gonna? Oh, she brought some visuals. This is fun.
Let me see.
Sound like playing from a scary movie. Don't sound like no funk.
The thing is, there are different types of. It can be like funk can be like from different soundtracks from video games, or you like actual songs. It's just a version of the song, like in like a different way.
Is that funk?
Like there's even classical X funk. It's just hard to find the right one. Hold on. You can find another question.
She ain't saying that sounds like some stuff somebody already did. Just like all the music.
It's just a different like.
All the music they listen to now, we done already did it anyway. Okay. Vanessa says when we were talking about what we need science for, we need science for invention. Otherwise, we wouldn't have electricity, light bulbs, or cars. Very true. But Vanessa, since they already did all that, we good on science right now. I'm just playing. Tanisha was the one who asked about what kind of music you like. Oh, Vanessa said, what is your favorite hobby?
Gaming.
I can tell you what her favorite hobby is.
TikTok.
This darn.
Don't touch the phone.
That darn phone right there.
I can't trust you with my phone.
She can't trust me with it. Yet I have the power.
No, I can't trust people.
Yet I have the power to turn it off.
Yeah, I know. Still.
You can't trust me. Oh. Let's see. Tanisha said, so do you like Taylor Swift and BTS?
I like BTS.
What is BTS?
Like, it's a boy group.
Is that Chinese group?
Oh, sure.
What? Some Asian boys.
I mean, technically, yes.
The one that was on the McDonald's bag at one point.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. But I thought they had to get out of the group because of some kind of war that was going on and they had to go fight.
Well, I don't know. I don't keep up with that stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I like Taylor Swift.
All I know is that I like a few songs. I do like Taylor Swift, but it's just.
My favorite Taylor Swift song is Shake It Off.
I do like. I do like Taylor Swift, like new album. I think my favorite song from Taylor Swift now is probably Anti-Hero. It's not bad.
That's a new song? Mm-hmm. Okay, Stephanie says that they are BTS is Korean.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Well, I was trying to be politically correct. I know I said Chinese at first, but then when I said Asian, I figured that covers everybody. But I don't know any of their songs. All I've seen is their pictures.
Like I'm trying to remember that one song that well, I can't keep up with names. Okay.
Okay.
Like whatsoever.
All right. So next question for my interview: if you had to pick anywhere in the world that you can go and visit for a day, where would you go?
I think New York. I don't know why.
New York?
You know, like if you're in New York, Jamaica.
New York City. Well, as long as I ain't got to go with you, you can go to New York. I've been in New York twice. And I think it was because I went the wrong time of the year. Both times it was winter time and it was cold and snow on the ground. So maybe I need to give New York a chance during the spring or the summer. But for me, it was and then too, we didn't do none of the touristy stuff. Like we didn't go to Times Square or Statue of Liberty and all that stuff. And Jamaica, you gonna go over there and see your Jamaican roots game.
I just want to check it out because it looks pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty on the resorts, but I'll be honest with you, like when you leave the resorts, you go to the local areas, it's a little disheartening because it's a like a poor area in certain parts.
Yeah, because in geography, like Coach Hopper was talking about like how different it can places be from the U.S. like in reality, and I wanted to say that like it can be a little different because when you told me like how Dad was growing up, yeah, I wanted to add that in, but I didn't.
Yeah, her dad grew up in Montego Bay, Jamaica, so he's used to roughing it. He can rough it. But yeah, I mean, it's beautiful by the water and stuff, but it just depends on where you're going. And like TT Stephanie and TT Tanisha just got back from the Dominican Republic, and they were talking about how poor it was over there. Like a lot of living conditions were like really, really bad. So you just have to be thankful. You know, we complain a lot and take stuff for granted because it's not exactly how we want it to be. But then you got people in the world that don't even have running water or a bathroom on the inside of the house. So you just gotta be thankful for what you got. Vanessa said she would go to Rome, Italy. I wouldn't mind going to Italy. But see, when I think about going to places like that, what I think about is my feet hurt with all that walking and stuff. That's what I think about. But what I liked about Rome, I like Venice, because you know how they do, what do you call those boats? Is it gondola boats?
I think so.
Where the streets are rivers and you ride the boat. I wouldn't mind doing something touristy like that. Did y'all do that when y'all went Stephanie Johnson? Because TT Stephanie went to Italy. On like a tourist like trip. But I don't know if they rode the gondolas or whatever. If I could go somewhere, anywhere, let me see. Vanessa says very disheartening. When you visit the inner city of Jamaica, there's a lot of poor people over there and struggling to live. That's so true. That's so true. And I was the thing I was the biggest disappointed about. You know, it's a very high tourist area, but they don't pay. And I know they're making good money because they charge us an arm and a leg to come over there on vacation. But it's like it don't seem like they're sharing that money with the communities around them. Okay, Stephanie said it was raining when we went to Venice, so we didn't. Oh, okay. She didn't get to do the boat in Venice. What do you say? What would you say so far has been your best grade in school, like K through? You just said 7. So, which grade was the best one for you, and why? You gotta think that hard.
Yeah, because I can't remember anything. Because I can't remember any memories. I have a horrible memory at this point.
Vanessa,
and I can't believe I can barely remember anything like past 3rd grade, but
Vanessa said you do really you do know they had transportation over there. I know, Vanessa, but you know how it is when you go on them trips and they do that touristy stuff. Everybody get on the bus. Everybody get off the bus.
Okay.
Everybody walk over here. We gotta be back here at this time. I don't know. I just don't like stuff when it's all organized and you on a schedule and if I could just kind of leisurely and do what I want to do. Like I would love to somebody I used to work with over at UAB actually. She posted the other day that she saw Mount Rushmore. She posted pictures in front of Mount Rushmore. I have always wanted to see Mount Rushmore.
Me too.
It's in South Dakota. And she said it was she enjoyed the experience. But I'm like, how far I got to go walking or climbing to see them darn folks on that rock? I might need to stick to looking at them on a picture because that's a lot of work.
Okay, but okay.
Favorite grade.
It was. I gotta be honest. Sure, there was drama, but I would actually say third grade because I think like recess was like probably my favorite because it's just my memories from recess. Even though yes, there was a lot of drama that happened during that grade. The incident, the other incident.
We'll tell about the incident up there.
To keep the story short, I ran into a pole. I slipped in a puddle and I ran into a pole to keep that story short. But anyway, and also the incident, the friend incident with me getting stuck into him. Yeah. But pretty much, I would say third grade because I had a really nice teacher, Miss Katora. I still love her. She's always been so nice. And also recess because like our playground was just so cool. My favorite area of the playground was probably the dome because the dome was like this giant dome of monkey bars everywhere that we got to climb up on, and we always like did challenges and games inside. Like my favorite one was probably midnight where you had to close your eyes. 3 kids had to like get into the dome. 1 had their eyes shut. The other 2 had to walk around and not get tagged, while everyone else just waited outside for their next turn. It was just really fun. And we just hung around. It was just really fun.
So was third grade your best year because you actually changed and went from private to public school? Or was that a bad part of it? How did you feel about changing school? I know it's intimidating because school's so big.
I was really nervous, but I just got feelings. I think third grade just really just woke me. And just made me realize, wow, these kids are weird. That was about it. All I can say is that I just realized that so many kids were just weird here.
Or was it weird to get used to not doing the Bible verses all the time and saying that
it was a little bit like
Christian pledge and all that?
Yeah, it was a little weird, but it didn't change me like too much, but it did. It was kind of hard getting used to it.
What was the difference you felt? Because I was telling you guys when she was at her other school, she was pretty much her and one other little boy were the only black students in the class. So how was it to come to a school where you saw more people that looked like you?
Actually, kind of made me feel a little more cool and like made me feel more able to, I guess, talk sometimes. Like just to be around people like this, or I don't know how to describe it. It just made me feel a little more chill.
Because I never got the feeling when you were at the other school that you felt like you stuck out like a sore thumb or anything. You just, blended in. But I didn't know if when you started the new school, you were going to see a major difference.
Yeah, I did definitely see a difference. But I thought it was back at Tabernacle, I did feel like really weird. And
really,
I gotta be honest, I felt like I stood out like so much. Like, sure, there was like one other person, but I still felt like I gotta be honest, I did feel like a little bit uncomfortable because
you never said anything.
Yeah, I don't know why. But I gotta be honest, yeah, I did feel weird.
Well, was it because you felt weird or because the kids made you feel weird?
It was kind of both, but like mainly the first one, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know how to.
Because as a parent sending it, when you're sending your kids to a school where they're what would the word be? They're the there's only a few of them. I was trying to think of the perfect
odd
word.
one out.
No, minority. Where they're the minority, you're gonna always have concerns. But I remember when she first started school at Tabernacle, I went in and I basically held the same speech with most of her teachers. I went in and I introduced myself. With this one, they were supposed to interview me, but I was really interviewing them. So when I went in there, I asked the teacher, she was the vice principal. I can't remember what her name was, but I said, I'm a very honest and upfront person, and my child is like my world. So let's talk about the elephant in the room. This school is predominantly white. My child is definitely going to be in a minority. Um, I feel like she needs to be in an environment where she can learn without any type of additional pressure. So if something were to happen that involved race or skin color, how do y'all plan to handle that? Because I need to know. And she was like, well, it's a valid question. We haven't had any issues like that before. And I'm like, yeah, but there's always the first time. I'm like, I just want you to know I want it handled correctly, and I want to be notified if anything like that happens. And we had a pretty good year. We didn't have any. She was there for she was there for 3 years, and we didn't have any issues as far as like stuff like that. None that I was told about. So, Stephanie has a question. She said, "Question for Naya: if you were president of your student government association, what is one of the things you would like to change at school?"
Ban homework. Bro, just do it at school. Why are you making us waste extra time at home? I'm just being honest. I don't think homework should be included. And I know, sure, help you with extra practice and help you for tests, but homework is really supposed to chill. School is really supposed to work. Why are you some work at home?
My thing is, I would be okay with banning homework if you're making straight A's in school. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can't be seeming like you need any additional study time.
Okay, sure. Never see you less than, yeah.
Yeah, because like if you're not making all A's and you're supposedly learning it in school, then you should have perfect grades. But if your grade is not perfect, that's just reiterating the fact that you need to take it home and practice on it more. And I'm not saying you got to have gobs and gobs of homework, or even like if it's just bring home what you don't finish in class and finish it at home. But what I don't appreciate about the school systems now is it's like I don't feel like they have enough repetitive work. Anybody knows that if you're gonna learn anything, it takes doing it over and over and over and over and over until you're sick of it, and you can like do it with your eyes closed. That's how I was raised as far as learning, especially with subjects like math and English and stuff, because we wrote more sentences and we used to have to dissect sentences and all of that type of stuff. You knew, and it was just repetition. That's the only reason why you knew it so well, because you just would talk about it over and over and over and over until you were sick of it. But you knew.
Okay, let me get into this. Put back on homework depending on your grade. Go easy on PE for like older grades. Like still add in physical education, but don't torture the kids. Bro, I gotta be honest, PE sucked when you got into third grade.
Well, and I thought third grade was still putting loose and paying for free.
What? But Friday and Wednesday were only chill days. Everything else, I always had anxiety. I'm like, oh Lord.
Well, I'll tell you what, as a former fat kid in PE, I would vote for you because I agree with go easy on PE because everybody can't do all that stuff.
And when we went to Liberty, we had to do suicides. This is when you had to go.
I know what a suicide is.
Okay. For people who don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
It's when I had to stand on one side, run to the other side, run back for multiple times. Like it's like laps in the gym, depending on your side. If you have the long side, all I can say is God bless you because that side sucked. Because I could tell. Because I had to run all the way there. Back sucked. And we had to do that for like more than like 10 minutes, sometimes even 20 minutes, just running and over and over. Cut that out indefinitely. Because that was pain. Also,
yeah, cut that mess out.
And also for kids who ever have to do the Bushman curl test, also God bless you because that was straight up nothing but pain. And also, if you want to make it easier, just do the push-ups first, then the curl-ups, because you already have to start stiff, so you can loosen yourself by doing the curl-ups. I'm just saying that'll be a little bit easier. Either that, or just cut both them out or make them shorter. Just make them shorter. Everything else that'll be way easier.
Well, what would you do about the food since you don't eat lunch? This child goes to school every day and does not eat anything all day. She got money in her lunch count that she does not use. So I can only assume that it must be something going on with the food. So what you gonna do to make sure every kid eat? What can I do to make you eat lunch? I just don't feel good about you being at the school all the time and not eating nothing. You got nothing? Is it because you don't be hungry?
I just
I know when she be lying. Anytime I get a clip, that's a lie. Anyway, Tanisha said, I agree. It's one of the reasons I had a hard time in college, PE requirement. Yeah, I hated PE. I hated dressing out.
dressing out also gave me anxiety because we only had 2 minutes. It's just been dressing out just felt so scary to me because I'm like, run to the first bathroom. I don't care. Just go. Push anyone out the way because I'm not dressing out in front of somebody, in front of kids. Because there are only 2 bathrooms.
Well, we had to dress out back in the day. There was just one room, and all the girls just, and it was weird for me. Now I grew up with 3 brothers, so I'm used to having my privacy and stuff. And because I didn't have any sisters, every now and then my mom might come in the room when I'm changing clothes, but I wasn't used to changing in front of no strangers like that. So it was kind of weird.
I kind of was at once I panicked because both bathrooms were used and there was like for some reason the last few minutes. So I had to make do, but someone left, I just found like there was like an open doorway to like I think a custodian room and I just hid behind there and changed. That felt so embarrassing, but that was the best I could do because they like had a time limit.
Uh-huh.
Also, it's another thing that makes me mad about PE. When you have like sometimes when it's like the first block or okay, when it's just not the last block of the day and you're waiting for like the teacher to call you to go change and they don't call you and when the bell rings and you hear kids leaving and you panic because you're still waiting and they're like sitting there doing nothing and like please come go because we have class next and like
yeah.
I was suddenly panicking like go on the bell rang we gotta go. I was suddenly panicking. I was like please I don't have time for this. I have class, I have choir, I need to go.
TT Stephanie says band PE during the first 3 periods of school. It sucks to be sweaty all day, even if you try to freshen up. I agree with that. I don't remember a lot of times when we had PE before lunch, but when you did, and especially like y'all had it like and on A block at one time.
Yeah, we had PE and we had to like run outside for a few minutes, like.
And that's like as soon as they got to school. So I'm just like, who they do that? Apparently, in Liberty. But they do have something different. Like she's gotten used to it, but it's still weird to me. Like they have blocks. Their schools in blocks. We had periods, but they do blocks. So there's 5 blocks.
A, B, C, D.
A, B, C, D, and E.
And they alternate each week. It goes from A, B, C, D, E, C, D, A, base, decaf. C block never changes. I'm happy about that because that's a lunch part.
Yeah, so I find it kind of. I guess you would get used to it, but like I'm used to having my classes set out the same time every day. But for like let's say you take English in A block. Well, during A B C D E, you're taking English first. During E D C B A, you're taking English last. And then if they do base,
it's B block. It's B block first, and then
A block.
No. B A C E D. D block is last.
I'm saying it's second.
Okay.
Yeah. So I find that a bit confusing, but I'm old and I ain't gotta go to school there. So as long as the kids can make it work, I guess it's all right.
And also, if anyone wants to know like which is my least favorite block, it's probably based because I have to walk all the way around the school to go back upstairs to a pod that's right behind me. And it also sucks either way with advisory too because I have my advisors in Redcon. Okay, when we arrive at school, it's kind of weird because I ride bus and you have to wait into the gym and then I have to wait to be dismissed. And there are like two doorways, one that goes downstairs or just all the way around the school, but there's a shortcut, and one where you have to actually walk all the way around the school. And the only stairwell goes up. So I have to actually walk all the way around the school just to get to one class. It's really part of the way, so I find that really annoying.
I can't get to the fact either that they don't have a home, what's it called, homeroom.
Apparently, advisors like supposed to be a homeroom, but not really.
But see, homeroom for us was your base where you started your day every day. You didn't stay there. You might not stay there no more than like from the time before school starts until the bell rings to start your first class. But you have somewhere that you could call your home base or whatever. Y'all don't even have that.
Yeah.
Which is weird to me. Okay, Vanessa says, sorry, ladies, but I am an advocate for physical exercise. It's good for everybody. I do think that I do think that at all to be a better way to have it incorporated into the school curriculum. There's always a better way to. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm coming to you from a fat kid perspective, so that's the only perspective I can have. She ain't no fat kid. She might feel different about it. Tanisha said, too early. Breakfast hasn't digested and you want me to run. Mm-hmm. No, ma'am.
Cynthia was like, last year, technically it was a little different, like probably around the second quarter, because we had PE right lunch after PE, because PE was my C block, but then after that, for the final quarter, it was like in a different spot. So having to go to PE after lunch, that was the worst time of day.
Ever. Your belly full and Vanessa said she agreed with Stephanie, and I think she's talking about no PE for the first 3 periods. Make it later in the day so you don't have to walk around all sweaty. So yeah, I agree with that. But in PE, I always hated it because they would try to do different stuff like we did best. I sucked at all the sports. That's why I didn't like it because like when
the only sport I was actually able to do was probably volleyball. That was about it. I couldn't really do anything else.
We did softball, we did kickball, they taught us how to play basketball, they tried to teach me how to play volleyball. I'm just not coordinated. I don't have that type of skill. I think in sports, you have to have that intuition to go for it and know when to do it, move and stuff. I don't have it.
For me, we did volleyball, then basketball, then football, then soccer. I got bronze. Volleyball was only fun one, but only like when you're in the front row. My team won.
Bob said spike.
And for us, it was only fun because we had like the actual inflatable balls. We didn't like the more hard ones. We just like the light ones. We won like more than 5 times, which I'm so very much proud of. Basketball sucked and it just gave me nothing but anxiety every time we had to go. Football also made me feel embarrassed. It just made me feel nervous because it was like the same thing when we those baton races where we had
relay.
Those relay races where we all line up and just run around and pass it back. It was like that with the ball. Very much you had to throw it, catch it, then run back. It was just all that, which I also didn't like. And
Tanisha said she was flicked. Yeah, I was flicked. I was very flicked. I just didn't have no skill. It's one of them things. I guess some people born with it, some people not. If I see a ball coming towards me, I don't have no urge to catch it or I'm looking at it like
no.
When it passed by me and hit the ground, was I supposed to do something with it?
In soccer, half the time I was just a goalie. I think they're called goalies. I was sitting in the net while one team was just right across from the other. And me and this one team, we just looking at each other so we just chilling. We're just standing over there while half the team is over there arguing for the ball. Just in soccer, this one team on just one side of goal, just fighting just to get the ball in. While me just this other girl so just standing there like, what are we supposed to be doing?
Yeah.
Bro, I was just so dumb. Kid just standing there like, huh? Wait, what are we doing?
Yeah, I my instinct on stuff like this, this is like I remember one time I was at your school. We were in her school for something we were having, and we were in the cafeteria. This is when you were still at Tabernacle. I think it might have been that baby shower we did for Miss Stephanie. So it was some kids there, and one of the parents had younger kids that like weren't school age yet. So they were playing around with the stroller. So the baby was sitting in the stroller, and one of the other kids that was like a toddler, he took off and just pushed the stroller, and it was going super fast. Man, you should have seen all them parents diving and trying to jump and catch the thing. I'm standing there looking like somebody better catch that stroller. I don't have that instinct.
Yeah, same. That's literally me.
Now, if it had been night in there, probably I would have went after it. But some people are just like those type people, like something going on or something to fall, they're gonna try to catch it or
we just like
to hit the ground.
Okay. I'm trying to think, but I had this funny memory, like it was something in PE, some drama was starting to happen, and I was standing like, wow, this is crazy. So just stop that. Me just standing over there like might as well just give me some popcorn, like this seriously.
You got that from your mama.
I think I remember. It was two kids were literally fighting, and then like an entire group started to fight. And I'm trying to remember. I think there was somewhere. I think this was back in 6th grade at Liberty, and I told you like what happened. Like I think two kids started to fight, and then it was about to get bigger
in the classroom or what?
In PE.
Oh, okay.
Two kids started to fight, and then like another group was starting to get in it, and then just like a minute right before Coach Simpson walked back into the gym.
Coach Simpson.
Stop being a freaking simp.
Coach Simpson is.
No, we ain't doing that. No. We ain't doing that.
I'm just saying.
You're not simping for like a freaking demon PE teacher. My mom is not simping for a freaking demon PE teacher.
Coach Simpson was sexy.
No! You better wash him up with some soap. That's one that should never be said out of this woman's mouth. No. You need some soap.
So that brings me to this question, y'all. I am currently not dating because I don't want to have to kid on nobody about my child. What age? How old will you be when it's officially okay for you to give me permission to date?
21.
When you turn 21?
Yeah.
That's how long I gotta wait. And how old are you today?
12 by 313.
Do that math. They give me how many years?
Nine more years?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it seems reasonable.
That's reasonable.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So I'll be single for 9 more years because this one ain't letting me date until.
When I'm allowed to freaking drink, you're allowed to date.
Well, shoot, I go get you a beer and let you have a beer right now.
Legally! I already sipped some when I was supposed to. 3 times. Wait, no, 20. Okay. How many times was I given alcohol and accidentally drank?
Oh, no.
Because remember, one time when we were at Fort Lauderdale and I was with Dad at the birthday party and I was accidentally given some alcohol.
Oh yeah.
That was one. You also took that one time I had alcohol as a baby.
Yeah, because your dad used to drink them Heinekens all the time. He used to give them to you.
Okay.
And let you sip on Heinekens.
How many times did that happen? How many times did that happen?
And many times did he open the Heineken?
Do you remember how many times that happened?
Every day.
Good Lord.
He just gave you a little sweet.
Good Lord.
He just gave you a little sweet.
Bro, that's crazy.
So when you come in here one day and I got 2 beers sitting out at the table, then I'll tell you something. I'm finna start dating because you said I can date when you when you just drink.
And it's something like that and I'm still keeping that up strong even though she is so angry.
But yeah, seriously, I don't plan on dating while she's young. I just don't believe in creating an environment to bring somebody else in. Plus, she'll have a fit because she thinks all of my attention is supposed to go to her. Am I right?
I'm not fine.
Mm-hmm. That's why she used to be running around here telling me something she wanted a little sister. I said, no, if there was another baby here, you'll have a fit. You've been the only child for so long. I have to, it'll be more about you than it is about the doggone baby. Mwah. Which I don't mind. This is my baby. This is my big old baby who is making my knee hurt. So, yeah, you're excused. Thank you for helping. Say bye to people. Tell them have a good weekend.
Later, y'all.
Look, she ain't gonna forget that phone. Oh, yeah, my knee was starting to wear out. So that leads me to remind y'all about this. You know, I'm selling the CTFO product, CTFO, changing the future outcomes. What I have right here is a 500 milligram roll-on muscle and joint relief. And I have been using this stuff like going out of style. You know, I ain't gonna tell you to buy nothing that I ain't using. And it don't, and, you know, if it don't work. Take the top off. It's just like a roll-on. It's got the CBD hemp oil in it. And I take it like I'm about to do and rub it on my knees down here. But just for the example, I'll rub it up here. And see, it's just a little light, light, but it's effective immediately. And it smells pepperminty. But if you have any pains from like working out, I got to get my brother works for FedEx. So I'm going to order a couple of them and let him try them and take them to work with him because I know they have a lot of body pains. Tony works at a automobile plant. And so he said he took some samples with him and gave them away at work. And a lot of people came back and placed orders. So if you are the type of person that has a lot of body pain and you don't like taking the medicine, you might want to try this oil. It's topical. You rub it where it hurts. And I've been seeing results. I'm not gonna lie. I've been seeing results. So check it out. Otherwise, thank y'all for coming and hanging out with me today. As usual, I'll have the link in my description box for the CTFO if you want to go in, because they have plenty of different products. I'm just going by the products that I have personally used. Oh, and I did get in my xantho mist. That's the one that's made from the mangosteen plant. And it's supposed to be real good for heart conditions. So I'm excited about getting started on it. I'm going to be, keeping up with my results from it, doing I guess I try to do like a blog type thing to keep up with my progress on it. But I'm excited about that because if it works for me, I'm going to give my dad some because we both have congestive heart failure. And, I've heard the results are really good and the product's natural. So, I already take enough medication. If I can get something natural that's going to do the trick, I'm all for it. So check out my link. I always have my econ link down there as well if you're interested in starting a home-based business. Tony and I were on last night doing a video with Pastor Gregory Willard. He is one of our associates that has a home-based business, and he's having somebody from the home team, from our little hometown of Cortland, is coming to his church on Sunday to do a financial literacy seminar. So I'm gonna go check that out. So if you're in the North Alabama area, you might want to check that out. It's on my if you follow me on YouTube or Facebook or whatever, I got information over there. But I'm proud of myself, y'all. Thank y'all for staying here with me and making it through these 5 days. I did 5 days in a row. Oh, I gotta stop. I'm from the generation, and now be like, Mom, it's A. I'm like, okay, yeah. I don't know nothing about A. I know about So I'm proud of myself. I did Monday through Friday. I'm gonna try to come back next week and do it again. I'm going to try to incorporate also, since this is National Women's History Month, I'm gonna try to incorporate in some information about some women that have done some things, you know, celebrate that as well. And next week is Shaquille O'Neal's birthday, national holiday. So, keep that in mind. Vanessa, my website, let me see, I'm gonna send it to you personally. I'm gonna text it to you, but it's in the like when the video ends. If you go to the description, there's a link to it there. But because it's you, I will text it to you personally, my dear, because it works. I found it that it works. Now I was shocked. I tell everybody when I first got it and I pulled it out the bag, and because I was expecting, you can't tell when you're looking at the picture on the screen. I was expecting a can or something about this big. I got what looked like a tube of lipstick. And I'm like, what I'm supposed to do with this? But I can honestly say it's worked. And I don't know how long it's gonna take to run out. You see, they got it all sealed up. I'm gonna take this paper off to see how much is being used because I want to know. I can't honestly tell you how long a bottle will last you. So I want to see with me using it every day how long it takes me to go through a single bottle. So I can tell people that and be honest about that too. But yeah, I'll send you the information, Vanessa. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. Have a great weekend. And I will see y'all back here next week on Monday. And thank you, Naya. Thank you for co-hosting with me today. Good night. Oh, not good night. Goodbye, y'all.